I'm Jessica.
And I'm Christy, hi.
And we're with My Fit Life Now, and today we are filming our abs and ass video for you guys.
Sweet.
It's all on the floor. We're gonna do 45 seconds of work with 15 seconds in between. Each exercise is only gonna be done twice instead of 3 times. So you get a little bit of a break there. So for the first exercise, what I want you guys to do is come onto your side. We're gonna position ourselves here so that bottom leg is a little bit more under the hip rather than into a side plank position. Christy might show you a modification for that if you guys want to be, and the other one is a little bit harder on the core. And then your hand's going to be right below your shoulder with a soft elbow. Let's take our arm up into the air, foot is flexed, and we're going to start to lift. So make sure when you're going through the lifts here that your leg is not way out in front of you like this, because that's going to trigger that hip flexor. So you want to have that leg straight in line with the body here. And you should feel that outer hip work as that leg comes up. Now draw the abs in and exhale as you take that leg up and away. Good. I always start to feel these ones right away.
Right away, yeah.
Yeah.
I notice these arms, the supporting arm is not locked, okay? I'm a little bit double jointed. I know it always looks like my arms are
Locked,
are bent backwards, but I'm really not stiffening through that joint, and I'm keeping soft through the elbow. And making sure that shoulder stays away from the ear.
One more rep here. Lift up, hold, and down. So now you're just going to sit on your side. So those legs are to your side. From here, what I want you to do is take your hands across and place them down. And again, those elbows are soft. Now lift that top leg up, and we're going to kick it back. So we're going to push back and then bring it forward, but not too far forward because we don't want to bring it way up front to the body. So pushing through that heel.
I like these.
And then bringing it back.
I always love donkey kicks. They're such a great workout.
So this one here, being in this position, makes these a lot harder than on the hands and knees or even lying down on the ground.
Yeah, for if your wrists are getting tired, you can easily drop down here as well.
And it's easier in that position, so that would be your modification down where Christy is there. Try to exhale as you push through the heel on this one, and then inhale as you come back in. And again, always engaging through the core here as you take that up and away. We're in our last few seconds here, pushing back. We'll get in 2 more. And then we're gonna do the same 2 exercises on the other side. Excellent. Okay. So again, this is a lot harder with that knee way down there. A lot easier with that knee closer to the hip. Did you do the harder one?
Yeah, I sure did.
All right, foot is flexed here. And then we're gonna lift up and away. Now, take a notice on this side what's happening with the shoulders. Have you brought them up to your ears, or are they down and away from the body? So just be mindful of that. Good. Try to relax the neck as much as you can because we're using a lot of muscles in the neck to hold it up, so don't push the head forward.
It's always imagining if your head was against the wall, so is your bum, and so is your heel, drawing a line up and down the wall, not moving forward and backwards. Staying really strong.
Yes.
If that leg is out further like mine is, you're going to feel that more in the bottom glute as well. So both sides right now burning.
Yeah. All right, last rep, hold. Good.
Awesome.
All right, having a seat, stacking those legs to the side of the body, and placing those hands on the floor, or that modification that Christy showed you coming down a little bit. Let's take a deep breath in. Good. Lift that top leg, ready, and push it back behind you.
It's so beautiful here. Having nice surrounding when you work out.
Yes, we're filming at Harbor House Yoga in Peachland today, and we love this studio.
Love it here.
So this one I feel instantly. Donkey kicks I usually don't feel right away, but in this position, being upright like this, I feel this right away.
Yeah, you're getting definitely more of the outer hip as well.
Okay, we're halfway through these ones. Exhale, push. Inhale, come in. Pulling in through the lower belly here. And again, my elbows are soft, so I'm not locked in this position. So I'm using my chest and shoulders to help hold my body upright here. Let's get in 2 more pushes.
And even though I'm on my elbow here, I'm
Good.
not letting myself sink into that. I'm really staying strong and putting weight into the floor.
Did you want to show the modification, the hip bridge for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so Christy's going to show the modification. For everybody else, you can take your hands forward or back, whatever's most uncomfortable. Did I say uncomfortable? Most comfortable for you. And we're going to lift up nice and slow and then come back down. So if this is too hard on your hands or your arms or doesn't feel right in your body, you're going to be lying down on your back like Christy. So let's exhale as we bring our bodies up And then inhale as it comes down. Inhale, come down.
And not only am I focused on lifting my hips up as high as I can, I know I have tight hip flexors, so I'm not quite as high as I would like to be. I'm feeling that tension in there, so I'm really squeezing my bum, trying to stretch out and open up the hip flexors. But I'm also trying to keep my knees in line with my hips, that midline of my knee in line with my hips. So as I push in through my feet and lift up, my knees are not coming in or splaying out.
Alright, good job. So I'm going to join Christy on the floor. So from here, we're going to be lifting back up and holding that bridge. Once here, press the shoulder blades down into the floor and press your palms down into the floor. And let's lift that right leg up all the way and then drop it halfway and then lift it back up. So what you want to try to not do here is when that heel drops down is let the hips drop down. So try to keep those hips nice and high, control that movement, and then just notice what's happening in the rest of the body. You want to feel even pressure between each area of that upper back. So from one shoulder to the next, and in the middle of that upper back.
Both hips are square to the ceiling here. You're not rotating to either side. Move the leg with your breath.
Pressing through the heel of that other leg and not into the toes here. Beautiful. Roll it down. And if you need to do a quick stretch of that other leg, you can pull that knee in.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a long time to hold that up there.
All right, let's get back into position. So you're going to come back up into both feet pressing down, and left leg comes high now.
Oh, that feels good already.
Yes. And then down and up. So again, shoulder blade check, pressing down into the palms as well. And the other thing you want to watch for is that your hips aren't shifting left and right. So lots of control by using all the surrounding muscles there to keep everything in line. Try not to hold the breath. And through all of these movements, you want to do them slow. We don't want to go fast, we want to focus on form and control. And watch that you're not sinking down.
One side may be a little bit harder than the other to keep that up. Just saying.
Yeah. Alright, come down, pull that other leg in, give yourself a little bit of a break. So now we're going to be working into core. So make sure that when you're doing your core, you don't have a big arch into the back, nor are you pressing your spine flat onto the floor. You want to maintain neutral spine. So then we pick up one leg and then the other. We're going to cross and open. So you can choose to keep the hands by your side or out. That's a modification. If you want more advanced, I'm actually going to bring myself up. Just watch that you keep that space between your chin and your chest, and you're not pulling on your neck. You want to keep that neck nice and safe.
Good sign of that in any of your abdominal crunches is that your elbows are out wide. As soon as you come into this position here, you're compromising that neck.
Now to make this harder, the legs go down a little bit more. And to make it easier, the legs are more above your hips. So you can really choose where your level is. Deep breathing here. If the neck gets tired, go back into that modification.
I love this exercise.
I know, it's
I'm
wonderful.
just going to keep going right through the break because it feels really good.
So now our arms are wide, our hips are right below the knees, okay? So stack those above. We're going to drop those legs over to the side for this next one. Back to center and then a little tuck in and then to the other side. So you want to keep those shoulders on the floor. If your shoulder is lifting, you've gone a little bit too far. Those arms are wide for support. So you feel those obliques firing up here. You should feel those lower abs as you go into that tuck. Neck should be relaxed. You shouldn't be carrying tension into the traps and neck here. So really find those lower body muscles to reduce that upper tension.
Little trick, instead of harboring that tension in the neck, push down into your palms a little bit more. Feel the triceps working.
Yes. We're almost through. I love this one because I can feel all areas of my core working.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's just hug those knees in for a moment and then rock ourselves up. Okay, last one of the sequence, and then we're going to repeat all the exercises. We're in a seated bicycle. So I'm going to take my hands behind me for support. I'm going to lean back, my chest is lifted, and then I'm going to alternate those legs out. So this is the more advanced.
I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to bring my legs higher up.
Now if you want an easier option, your feet are on the floor, and you just take those feet up one at a time, bringing those knees in. So you choose which option is best for you here. to stay consistent with that breath and try not to round in the spine here. We want to stay lifted. Be proud through the chest, chin is lifted. Drawing in through those lower abs. Almost in first break.
Awesome. Definitely, because I have those tight hip flexors I was talking about, you can see how high I was not making it very far on those hip ridges. So I want to protect them and really focus on my core. So I'm going to just take some of that hip flexor out of this by pushing my legs a little bit higher.
Woo.
Nice.
Like that, we're done. One round.
Awesome.
All right, so you can have a drink of water. I'm going to grab mine. We have 20 seconds here. And then we'll get set up into the position again.
Hydrate, hydrate, very important. Apologize. She's smart about her water.
Where is yours?
Oh,
Here.
it's buried over there. I'm fine. Oh, good. Fitbit is telling me I'm doing a good job being active. I do love my Fitbit.
And that's telling you to drink some water.
The only one telling me to drink water. Good job.
All right, we're going to get going into round 2 here. So let's get back into position. You should know how your body felt responding to the first round, so you can choose which modification works best for you. And we're going to go. So let's bring ourselves back up.
I'm going to go down to my elbow, but I'm going to keep that leg out wide so I can really hit both sides there.
Yeah. So again, key points to remember here is do not lock into that elbow.
I'm not sinking into the shoulder no matter what position you're in.
Yes. And then that leg is not in front of you, okay? Keep it in line, like Christy was saying. I think drawing.
Yeah, against the wall. Actually, it was when I was going through some physio a long time ago. We talked about keeping that alignment and pushing the heel back as if it was drawing a line up and down the wall. And your bum and your head are also touching that same wall.
Yeah.
Really, it's a nice visual. I actually did it against the wall for a long time, just to get my body used to that position.
Okay, last one, hold. Good. Sitting down, repositioning. My favorite.
Funny how you always have a favorite exercise? Yes, I do love donkey kicks for sure.
Yeah.
And those ab, the pull, push, that's definitely my favorite.
Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Push it back.
So, you know, always make this exercise, this whole workout, you could wear ankle weights.
Ooh.
Oh, that would burn.
Yes.
But like, it would burn so good, you'd feel it for days. I think I might have to try this.
Yeah.
If you do, let us know how many weights you had on your ankle.
I think 2.5 max. I couldn't imagine doing this with 5 pounds. Ooh, that would burn.
45 seconds, maybe 30.
Yeah.
Let us know what you can do.
Yeah.
Push yourself, challenge yourself, as long as you're being safe.
So in this position here, you might notice that you're feeling a lot on your side and back. If it's bothering you, come down to how Christy is, and that will be a little bit less there. We've got 3 seconds, so let's get one more push in here before we switch sides. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Okay.
Whew, definitely full body. I am warm. How are you?
I'm doing great. All right. Finding that alignment, elbows soft, reaching that hand up into the air, and shoulders are pulled away from those ears.
Happy please. I'm going to tuck my elbow in just a little bit more, making sure when you are in any kind of side plank position, if I was here, I would feel a lot more stress on my shoulder. So I'm really going to make sure I have really good alignment there.
Exhale on that left. Abs are pulled in here. And just notice what you're feeling in the body. So remember, the way that Christy is doing it is more advanced for the core, a little bit more pressure in the shoulder than how I am here. Also too, if you have yoga blocks at home and you came here, you could put your hand on a yoga block as well. All right, we got 5 seconds. Let's do a couple more lifts and then that hold. Next one, ready, hold. Good, and have a seat. It's just like 3 seconds, but you can really feel the difference with that last hold.
I love that and hold in. Anyone that knows me, I like that.
Pulse and hold is Christy.
Pulse and hold. Rest? No, pulse and hold.
Yeah, no break. All right, here we go. Other side.
I came here to work. It's a workout, not
Yeah.
what do I call it? It's a workout?
For what, today?
Yes. I don't remember. Something to keep you focused on your exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a workout, not an easy out. A work out, not an easy out.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So I want you to think about pushing something with your foot here. Giving yourself a little bit more resistance as you take it back. Even though this is like a donkey kick, we're not kicking it slow and controlled.
Yes, exactly. So we're focused on extending that leg all the way, but not snapping the knee back.
Yeah.
So it's a strong push, 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 like you're pushing away a stack of weights.
Perfect. All right, so remember, modification is just your regular hip bridge, or you can do the one with your hands down.
I'll show you. I'll go the easy version.
We usually
I'll hop
switch doing easy versions. Last time it was me. All right, for those of you that are in the full version here, just make sure that those elbows are soft and try to get those hips as high as you can. Time to white Christy. How
Oh,
easy version? She's doing the easy version where it's still not working out.
I'm taking the easy out. Oh my gosh, I didn't even hear it.
So this is actually really great for the arms. You'll feel those arms work as you take those hips up, pushing through those heels, especially at the top there.
I can take my arms right out of this exercise, actually doing the opposite of what you're doing, but just giving a
Yeah.
modification. This will be easier. This makes it a little bit harder. You have to focus on your balance a bit more. Both of those hip bones pointing right up to the ceiling. Watch if they're notice if you're coming up one or the other first.
Yeah.
Staying level through those hips.
Okay, I am down on the floor now with Christy.
Oh gosh, this one was the hardest for me.
Was it? I
Yes.
love this one too.
I do love it, but it's the hardest one.
All right, let's take those hips up nice and high. Pressing those shoulder blades down. I'm starting with the right leg up, halfway drop, and then back up. Now the reason we don't go all the way to the floor is that as soon as I get into this position here, I get a lot of strain on the lower back, and we don't want that. So controlling it halfway, keeping the low abs engaged, making sure that pelvis feels straight. We're not dropping down on that one side. Control that breathing.
Definitely can do weights with this one.
And then just watch too, it's going to be easy to drop those hips when that leg drops. So the hard part for this is keeping those hips nice and high as that heel comes down halfway. Good, pressing the palms into the floor. All right, bring that other leg in for a little stretch. This also feels good in the lower back.
Little hamstring cramp on that one.
Oh no, yeah, stretch it out. We don't want to cramp. Okay, coming back up into position, other leg's doing lift. Again, watch the positioning of your heel. Make sure that you don't feel any strain in the knee, and then make sure that you're not pressing down into the toes, it's more through the heel. Neck is long, try not to tuck the chin here. How are you doing over there, Christy?
So good. I'm definitely going for some water after this one.
Yeah. Good, you might feel that those hips are starting to drop. Push just a little bit more, get them back up. Really utilize that arm and back strike, so pressing the palms and the back of the shoulders into the floor, keeping that body lifted and long.
Oh, good. 45 seconds is a long time. If this is your first video with us, stop when you need to, rest,
Yes.
and join back in if you have time. And if not, just wait for the next exercise.
All right, so we're gonna do that crisscross and open. So remember, more advanced, we're lifting that upper body. The less advanced, the head stays relaxed. And then you can choose where those legs are. So remember, if they're a bit above, it's a bit easier. And if you drop them down here, it's a bit harder.
Also, depending on your flexibility, right? You may only be able to go this far.
Yeah.
Good.
If you feel strain in the back, it's a sign that the exercise is too hard, so make a modification. Focus on pulling the belly down, don't let those tummy muscles pop up.
You can modify it with bent legs, make that a little bit easier. Just no cross, because you don't want to cross at the hip.
Okay, we are almost there. We got 2 exercises to go. Bringing those knees in for release of that back. Okay, so remember, arms are out for this one. We don't want those shoulders to lift side to side, so plug those shoulders down into the floor or mat. Press the palms down, and then drop those legs to the side. Feel those obliques fire up. When you come to center, a little tuck. And then to the other side. What I love about this is just feeling different muscles work through the different movements.
My favorite part is that I know I'm going to phone you in 2 days and be like, Jessica, it still burns when I laugh.
Yeah. So you can see how slow we go through all the movements today here on the floor. Usually when you add speed, that's momentum, you're making the muscles work less, but bringing the cardio up. So speed is meant for more cardio-based exercises to burn more calories, whereas shoulders. Today we're focusing on length, control, and strength. Okay, hugging those knees in and rolling up.
Oh my gosh, this is a good one.
Oh, I can feel my hair all over the place.
I love it. Okay, I'm gonna go on my elbows again. I'm gonna angle my legs up a little bit higher. Still getting a great abdominal workout. Just protecting my wrist and my core. A little bit more. Those new moms out there, I'm gonna protect them. So that last exercise, notice my head was down. As soon as you lift the head, if you feel that abdominal separation. So I'm just trying to avoid that. Those 3 babies I've had have definitely played a part in what my abs look and feel like today. So I am mindful of that and not trying to do exercises that are going to destroy it even further.
All right, we are in our last 8 seconds here, and then we are all done. Let's continue to push. So don't sink into that back. It's starting to sink a little bit. And complete.
Yay! Good job.
Great job, you guys. Thanks for joining in.
Have a great day.